guys, next story up. This situation with RodWave and Boosie. Now, RodWave is all the wave right now. I know the kids love RodWave. Okay. And I don't have a problem with RodWave and RodWave music, but RodWave is no different than anybody else out here that's producing and putting out music. You know, if you using other people's material, then damn it, you got to get permission. And a lot of times in that permission, the person is like, you gonna pay me for it, because if you using a song that's especially a hit, and then your song becomes a hit off my hit, then and I was the inspiration, or you know, you just directly bit off of me, then yeah, the least you could do is give me some money for it. You know, that's logic right there. I don't know where people come off not feeling that they should pay for these kind of things. So apparently Boosie was on a live on Instagram recently. And you guys know, for all of the things that Boosie can be ignorant about, because Boosie is ignorant, okay? He is ignorant entertainment. Sometimes he's very funny, other times he's not. But Boosie is not stupid. And, you know, we don't live to get to be our big grown ages and not know better. So even though he can be ignorant and say ignorant ass things, you know, business is business. So when I have something, a song, or, you know, if things that I've done has inspired you, you need to give me the money. And so RodWave is one of the people that have taken some of the lyrics or some of the style, whatever, have taken material from Boosie and didn't ask for it, didn't get permission, didn't pay. Well, it depends on who you ask, because RodWave says that he's paid. I've read something that said that he's paid. I don't have the official of where he said that, but I did read something about him saying that he did pay something for something. But Boosie is like he hadn't paid him, and that he's going to be reaching out to not just RodWave, but other people. I also saw him talking about reaching out to YG and saying that YG was also another one. But there are other people that him and his lawyers have scoped out and realized that they have used some of his music or his lyrics or whatever, cadences, all, you know, a lot of that stuff belongs to a person. And if you have the right team, you can expose people and sue them for that. So, Boosie not broke, and I'm sure he could afford lawyer team and, you know, for them to go after these people. And I'm not mad. Now if RodWave had paid him and Boosie talking shit, that's some other thing, okay? But if RodWave haven't paid and he's using his stuff, his creative lights, you know, people want to say, younger generation now want to be like, oh, he just mad because nobody listened to his music and all. It ain't even about that. It ain't about none of that, okay? It's about, that's mine. That's about somebody using something of yours. You want compensation for it. Somebody moving your damn house and they living month to month, then guess what? They got to pay rent, right? It's the same thing. So it's not nobody being mad because you ain't got to listen to a goddamn thing or nothing of mine. But if my shit is on somebody else's shit, then that's my shit. And yes, it needs to be paid for. So not mad at Boosie for that. And Boosie said, yeah, he is going to be reaching out to everybody to cut the check. But he said he don't get mad about it because that's just, you know, he feels like that's their way of giving him his flowers. Okay, he just gonna need a little change with them flowers too. And yeah, I'm not mad. Not mad at all. Y'all let me know what you think about that. Do you think that Boosie is just trying to get, you know, come up off of that? Or do you think that, yeah, pay him what you owe? I mean, simple enough to me, don't you think? All right, you guys, next story up. So really, you guys, this story is old, but I'm gonna go on and do it because every week somebody has been asking me to talk about this, and I thought we had moved on. The Montgomery Brawl, you guys remember how upset we were when the river boat was trying to pull into the dock, and they got into the big fight out there on the dock. Well, turns out that they ended up charging the co-captain, Damian Pickett. He is the black man that was down there on the dock who threw up the hat. They ended up charging him with third-degree assault. and the people were upset. I figured he was going to be charged with something because I just figured that he would. Okay, they charged him, and they also charged the white guy that was on the pontoon boat. They both got third-degree assault charges. It was just sort of like they gave them both. They felt like, okay, everybody gonna get the equal charge because they both was fighting. Even though, of course, we don't feel that that is fair, because if y'all wouldn't have swung on him, then the black guy wasn't gonna do nothing to them. He just wanted them to move their damn boat. They wouldn't move their boat. They the one attacked him. He was defending himself. However, he got a third-degree assault charge. But I guess they just was just like everybody getting the same damn thing. Okay, so yeah, they have charged that. They said that the complainant on the charge against Damien is from the white guy that was on the pontoon boat. He is from Selma, and he is the one that is, wanted to press and file those charges against him as well. So they actually was arraigned yesterday. I just saw that in my notes there. They were arraigned yesterday. I don't know what happened at the arraignment, but yeah, so yeah, they were charged, and that's that. But yeah, you guys have been asking me. I was just like, y'all still want me to talk about, I didn't miss this story gone, child, but y'all wanted to know. So yeah, they say that they was charged. Yeah, the shit is not right. It's not fair, but that's how it goes. And then there were other people that were charged. I kind of feel like all of this is going to probably go away for everybody. I think it's going to be one of them things that it's just quiet, and then we just don't hear nothing else about it because everybody was fighting, and it was just a whole big ass melee, and the DA probably was just like, just clear this shit off my desk, and everybody get their little third-degree charges and go away. Okay, so that's what that is. But yeah, y'all let me know. Do you feel like he should or should not be charged? Yeah, put that below. All right, y'all. Now, what y'all done did to this AngelReese girl that done blew her head up? It done pissed off, had her piss off the coach down there at LSU. Okay, you guys know who AngelReese is. She is the well-known and celebrity, if you will, basketball player for LSU. You guys know now that the basketball players, the college players, and even the high school players are able to get paid for their likeness and all of that. Now these kids that are in college that are making big money, that get well known in social media and things, like, they get so big sometimes that I figured that it would probably cause some kind of problem on the team. I don't know if that is what's going on for a fact, but they say that AngelReese was suspended from the team. They said that she was suspended somewhere at some point when the team was playing Kent State recently. And then she didn't even travel with the team to the next game. I don't know where the next game was. Did they say Baltimore? Anyway, she didn't go with the team no, I think it was Southeastern Louisiana. She didn't end up going with the team there. And so people were saying, okay, she had been benched. And now they're saying that she's been suspended. So the coach for LSU, she's saying that, she probably is suspended. It's not for academic reasons. Okay, she made sure that we knew that it's not for academic reasons, and that, yeah, there might be some issues that's going on in the locker room, but she was just like, we are a family, and yeah, sometimes shit do happen in the locker room, and that means that we got to handle the shit in the locker room as a family. And that ain't really for y'all to know. Y'all don't need to know why we got to handle shit in the locker room. Just know it's some shit in the locker room. Okay, and to me, that probably means that, I don't know this for a fact, but the fact that she is a lot, she's a celebrity. So you've got now a celebrity. You've got to handle her a little differently than you do just your regular performing athletes at the school. When they start having money, motherfuckers get to feeling themselves, and they be kind of feeling like, oh, I don't need you, or even might come around and fix their mouth to say, I make more money than you. And, but you talking to your coach crazy, or you talking to your teammates crazy, and you throw it in their face something about, where you are, what you can do, and you getting jetted off and being a spokesperson for that, and interviews and TV and music, and, all that glitz and glamour can go to someone's head. It can cause jealousy in other players and all that. Again, don't know if that's what's happening for a fact, but I can imagine that her being such a big star on that team probably has changed the dynamics of that team, and maybe not always in the most positive of ways. Okay. But she's come out and said, you know, you can't believe everything that you read. She hasn't really flat out denied that she was suspended, just kind of saying y'all don't read into everything that, you know, you see, that you don't have to always believe it all. I want to see it happen for Angel, so I hope that I hope that none of this stuff, if she has been feeling herself and maybe a little bit out of pocket, I hope that they can wrangle that in and get her to kind of realize, you know, like, you know, we still ain't quite all the way over yet. You know, the ultimate goal, well, I don't even know if her ultimate goal is WNBA, because she's probably making more money than WNBA players now, you know. But the thing that people love her for is still for basketball first. And so, you know, let's not forget why we here in the first place. Let's not fuck up our opportunities and screw up, you know, maybe the things that can be happening to us long term. Because even though you the woman of the hour right now, you guys know, like I know, that shit can be gone fast. And you can just be back to just, yeah, I mean, you know, it might be back to just being regular Angel playing basketball at the community and coaching for the, you know, the community kids. So that life can come at you really, really fast, and some humility needs to be intact. And sometimes kids, you know, they don't always realize that because they haven't lived, so they think that this is how it's always going to be, you know. So, but I mean, I wonder if Angel, she gonna be all right, you guys. She just might have to. Sometimes we just a little spoonful of, you know, just a little dose of sit that ass down somewhere because you're doing too much, and give a fuck how much money you got. Okay, you know, as a parent, sometimes you got to tell your kids that. So that just might be what's happening over there at LSU. Okay, but yeah, it looks like she is on the bench for now. Next story up, you guys. They say that Wayne Brady was in his car driving on Pacific Coast Highway. He was on PCH in Malibu, and he got into a car accident. Okay. They said that him and the other driver pulled over. They have an unidentified 51-year-old white male. They pulled over, and, you know, when you pull over, you get in an accident, you expect that you're going to exchange information, you know, driver's license, insurance, and then everybody going about their business. Hell, it don't even really pay to call the police usually, because they don't never even damn come. Or it'd be 3 hours. Nigga, we want to sit next on the freeway for 3 hours waiting for you. So anyway, you know, so they pull over and they get they're getting the information, and apparently the person said some crazy shit to Wayne, and they got to arguing, and next thing you know, child, they done got into a physical fight out there on PCH in Malibu. I said, what? Child, but you already know how that went down. Now, I went to school at Palisades, so I was on PCH all the time, and I can tell you exactly how this went down. He came around one of them corners in one of them canyons, and somebody swooped around and clipped him off, right? And that's how he ended up hitting him, because it's easy to do. Them canyons are very, very windy. This person was gets out the car, and they say that he was drunk. And I'm sure he called Wayne a nigga. I'm about positive that's how it went down. And see, now that means Wayne got to whoop your ass. And I feel like people be trying Wayne because, you know, Wayne has, you know, we know that he has like Broadway background training. He can sing, he can dance. You know, people are just like, and then he's recently come out and said he's kind of like gender conforming, loving who he wants, fluid lifestyle and all of that. So people be feeling like Wayne, I feel like people be trying Wayne, and I bet you that man probably called him a nigga, and he was just like, okay, you want nigga, then nigga here. And so then he probably had to whoop his ass. And then they said that he called the police, and the police ended up coming and arresting the man. The man was arrested for, you know, driving under the influence, did not charge Wayne Brady. He was able to get in his car and get on going back home. Okay. But yeah, I'm sure that's probably how it went down, because they can be something serious in Malibu. Okay, but white people love to fuck around and find out, and so I guess that's what Wayne had to do. I'm not mad, and Next story. All right, you guys, prayers are up for the Carter family. They say that RIPRosalyn Carter, who is the former wife of President Jimmy Carter, she did die earlier this week. What day was that? Was that Tuesday, Monday? They say that she had been in hospice care. She had been recently diagnosed with dementia. Also, Jimmy Carter, who is 99 years old, still living. That man is going to live forever. I mean, I really thought that Jimmy Carter was going to die when he was diagnosed with brain cancer back at the beginning of his 90s. And he was able to beat brain cancer, and he is still here, although he is now in hospice care. But yeah, these two have been married, they said, since she was 18. He was 21 years old. When you see the pictures when they were first, I'm talking about, they both look like babies. Can you imagine? And they have been together ever since. And, they said that she was always the backbone of the family. You guys know how these stories go. It always is. The woman is the one that upheld the family. And I always believe that, because that's the dynamic in any family, whether or not it's a powerful family or not. You guys, the woman is the one that regulates the family. But anyway, we know RIPRosalyn Carter. She's always been a mental health advocate. And humanitarian. Like many other first wives, they usually latch on to a cause, and then that is the one that becomes like their namesake. So we remember her always talking about mental health, and the things that people should do to make that better. She died in her home around her family down in Plains, Georgia here. I know they're having a whole bunch of different celebrations down there for her, and I think they've already set the date of her burial. These two were married for, God, did it say, what did I didn't put it down here. Hold on, let me see. These two were married for 78 years. I believe it was 78 years, you guys. Talking about fighting the good fight. Okay, these two had 4 children together. They have 12 grandchildren and 14 great-grandchildren. Okay, so a whole legacy has been built there, you guys. She was 92 years old. Rest in peace to RIPRosalyn Carter. All right, you guys, next story up. So how many of you guys was foolish enough to believe that Snoop Doggy Dogg was going to quit smoking? I don't even think Snoop would live if he stopped smoking. And I don't even mean that in a joking way. Like, I feel like the way that he has incorporated marijuana into his body, and at the amounts that he ingests marijuana, that it probably would be very, very, very hard for his body to even function without marijuana. That has become a working cog of the way everything else works. Now, that's not to say that marijuana at some point might affect his health, but what I'm saying is, I don't even think that man could stop even if he wanted to. Okay, because that we talking about a whole bunch of weed. The amount of weed that Snoop smokes, it has been well documented that he smokes heavily. Okay, but anyway, yeah, he came out and said that in this real weirdly worded text, I am now stopping the smoke. Okay, and that he would ask everybody to respect his privacy. And so, a lot of people started coming out, all these celebrities, including Boosie, oh yeah, they stopped smoking, that's really good. It helps them, clarity of mind and things like that. And I was just like, ain't no way Snoop is, that is so much of his brand. Even if he did decide to stop smoking, you think he would need to tell us that? That is what is Snoop, so saying that you stopping smoking is actually cutting off half of what everybody knows you as, So no, I never believed it. A few days later, here he come looping around, really telling us what the deal is. He said, I have an announcement. I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop Smoke is kind of your whole thing, but I'm done with it. Done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all sticky icky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Clever. Yes, it's for a solo stove and smokeless fire pits. That was what that was. Child, a damn stove ad. You know, I didn't think it was going to be something like that. I actually thought that it was going to be maybe an ad for his, because I think, isn't Snoop, I think he has like a marijuana business. And I thought maybe it was going to be an ad for his business, as if they were going to be coming up with these vaping pens that maybe don't have smoke anymore, that don't produce all that smoke, or don't even produce that really unpleasant cough that a lot of these vaping pens cause. Because, honey, you take a deep ass hit off that vaping pen, somebody told me anyway. You take a deep ass pull off of that pen, and baby, you gonna choke. You gonna cough and cough and cough. And that, to me, I don't like that feeling of coughing, because when you cough, that feels like your body is rejecting it. So why can't I smoke this in? Do that mean I'm not supposed to be smoking it? You know, so I thought he was coming out with some kind of smokeless marijuana papers, or some kind of real, you know, high-tech, clever new thing where it wouldn't be all this smoke, and maybe you can sneak and smoke in another room and people wouldn't smell it or see the smoke or something, you know. But no, it turns out to be for a fire pit. He is going to be the brand ambassador for the pit company. I'm actually pretty interested, you guys, because these are supposed to be smokeless pits. So that means that you could probably put it on your, you know, you might be able to use it closer to your home, on your deck or whatever. You don't feel like you don't want to have all that smoke going into your house, you know, you smelling like it. Because if you've ever sat around a pit, you guys know that smoke, if it blows your way, now you smell like the pit. So smokeless pits are good. And you guys, if you're interested in this Black Friday sale time, y'all been shopping. Oh, I'm fixing to hit them sales let me just sit down and get comfortable tomorrow afternoon after we eat. If I can eat, because my stomach, I still haven't even really been able to eat like I want. But after I eat, I'm gonna settle down on them websites, honey, and I'm gonna shop my ass off. But they having a sale too. So if you want to get you one of these here, they say for $350 right now, you can get the whole package deal that has a fire pit that Snoop designed himself, a stand, a bucket hat, and a sticker pack. Okay, for $350. Okay, so yeah, that's what Snoop said. Snoop said he ain't stopping smoking. He said he's stopping the smoke. Y'all gonna get you one of them fire pits? All right, you guys, and then last story, they say that your girl Adele is married. They say that your boy Rich Paul has made an honest woman out of her. You guys know that her and Rich Paul have been dating for some years now. And if you don't know who Rich Paul is, you know, he is one of the best friends of LeBron James. Remember, LeBron James had that pack of friends. It was like 7 of them. And they had made a pact when they were like in high school that they were going to always like keep the group together, make sure that everybody pulls the next one up and they're successful. So like one's a lawyer, one's a doctor, one's a sports agent, one's the sports player, one's the this, you know. They made sure, well, he was part of that group, and he is mega successful, very, very rich. Was able to bag Adele after she got a divorce from her husband. You guys know that divorce was not pleasant, not pretty. They didn't have a prenup. They had a baby. She was miserable. They ended up going through this divorce. He got half of her, you know, half of everything that she was worth, which is about $225 million. Talking about a fucking come up, you know. So after she had went through that divorce, and like I said, it wasn't a good divorce. I would imagine. Now she's with Rich Paul. Now it's a little different this time because Rich Paul has money and so does Adele, but we still can't ignore the fact that if we're going to try to make this work, this relationship, this marriage, we got to have a prenup. And it ain't got nothing to do with love and everything to do with business. That's big, big money. Adele has a kid she has to, you know, think of. She needs to protect herself for sure. Can't get caught up again. So they say that supposedly they inked out a ironclad prenup. Yes, it did cause a little problem, a little tension in the relationship while they were trying to hammer out the deals and ink out everything. But at the end of the day, they were able to get the prenup done, and supposedly these two have gotten married. Now, we didn't know anything about it. She was at a concert. I don't know who the person was, because I told y'all I ain't got no facts or nothing today. This just strictly off the hair. But she was at this concert, and apparently in the concert, the person says, "Hey, is there anybody married out there?" You know, and then she yelled out, you know, "I am," in a heckling type of way. But yeah, she said that she was married. But we know that Adele is also a jokester. So much of this story could just be untrue. She might not be married. Her and Rich Paul might not even have no damn prenup, because, you know, people be coming up and making up shit all the time, and it just ends up on the blogs. But she did say, "I am married." It hasn't been officially confirmed. That we ain't seen, you know, nothing that says that they have, just her joking around at a concert saying that she is. So that's what we going on. But that's what they're saying, that Rich Paul and Adele has tied the knot. And I was just like, oh, well, look at that. Y'all love wins. Okay. Just because it didn't work out for one, it might work out for the next. And Adele looks hella happy with this guy. I mean, I've heard stories, people talking about how she just looks like she is just the happiest she's ever been. And I was just like, well, you know what they say about you black folks. But anyway, if the two are together, you know what, congratulations to the happy couple. I'm gonna get on off of here. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you guys all have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. I hope you're spending it exactly how you want to spend it, whether you're with family, friends, chilling on your own, because I'm telling you, some days it's nice to just be chilling on your own too. But hopefully, if you're with your family and your friends, you guys have a good time and you ain't got to go through no bullshit. Y'all know how it is with the family. It can go left or right. So, but I hope you guys all have a nice time. All right. Post y'all nasty ass Thanksgiving food pictures tomorrow. I'll go through and like them all. Okay. And I'm gonna get off of here. Okay. We do this every single week. So make sure that you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars.